Hey, what up, Scott? I'm back with another video. Hey, story time on how I gave him the silent treatment and it did not go well. It didn't.
Stop playing with him, Ryan. How can I lose if I'm already chosen? Like, if she feeling hot, then I make that bitch frozen. I get a bitch tired every time that I post. Damn, the party not lit, then I'd rather not go. If she feeling hot, then I make that bitch frozen. I get a bitch tired every time that I post. Damn.
Hey, what up, Scott? I'm back with another video. Hey, so today we're gonna talk about the story time. I'm talking too fast. We're gonna talk about the story time on how I gave him a silent treatment and he stopped sharing his location with me. Let's talk about Michael the Third. No shade, because Michael the Third, he's an asshole. I don't think. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think about it because I know that I gave him the silent treatment. Okay, y'all, so it was like a time where I would always go to his house, and honestly, to be for real with y'all, I been slacking. I was slacking on how I looked it. I remember my mom told me, like, you know, you got him, but you have to, like, try to dress up, like, you know, try to look good for him. Even though you're in his house, even though y'all gonna probably just lay down, look good for your man. So I took her advice. I got some out the closet. I got some little slippers out the closet. I might put the like screenshot in here or whatever. I had these pink sandals on, and I don't know if I went to his job first or I went to his house. So I remember that night where we were on the phone, but he couldn't go to sleep on the phone because his phone always would be dead in the morning because of me. So he basically hung up the phone or whatever, and I said good night, and he was like come over no more. So I dug out and got my sandals out because it was still hot outside, and I made sure I looked it good, and I did my toenails too. So now y'all know I don't never do my toenails. It says in this bitch, just so I don't get noticed. I did not get noticed, and that was the crazy part. But remind y'all, before all this happened, I told him to, like, well, how did I say this? Like, give me a kiss. Like, don't just open the door for me and just walk me to your room. Like, I don't like that. Like, don't do that. Before this happened, y'all, I would usually go to his house before he got off of work. Now, I knew his schedule, so it would usually be 10 to 3, 10 to 2. No, it would be like 7 to 2 or 10. No, I don't think it was 10. It probably was 8 to 3. It was actually after I graduated. So I made sure I looked good. Like I said, I'm gonna put some pictures in there. I made sure I looked good. I did my toenails just so I don't get noticed. I just wanted to be seen. I feel like that was probably it. I just wanted to be seen by him, and I didn't. So I remember texting him. He didn't know, like, we live on the same street, like down the street. So he was like, I'm just gonna, either you gonna come, because he said he already told his peoples that I was coming. And I'm like, okay, but he didn't know. I lied and told him that I was down the street, and I wasn't. I was sitting in his chair waiting on him. And he comes in the room. Remind y'all, he works a lot. So in my mind, I already knew what I was gonna do. I was not gonna lay up. That was basically the relationship, us laying up. It was so fun, huh? It was fun. In that relationship, it was very permanent, and I didn't want that. At least I didn't want to lay up. Laying up mean getting in the bed, snuggle. I don't want to do all that. I look too good to be doing all that. So he comes in. He did not greet me. That is the word I was trying to put. I wanted him to greet me every time he can go in the house. Even though when I come in the house, like, greet me, like, hey baby, like, you know, you look pretty. Like, I would want that attention from him, and I did not get it. And we're talking, and he decides to, like, lay down, and I'm like, he's tired, so I'm not gonna even bother him. Y'all, remind y'all, he got off at 3. He went to sleep all of a sudden. I stayed in the chair. In my mind, I said, I'm not gonna lay up with this boy. We're not gonna lay up today. So basically what happened was, he's laying down. He gets back up and he's like, you still in the same spot? You still in the same spot? I said, yeah. Y'all, I had to get up because my phone was going dead. So I had to charge my phone on his game. And he got mad. He was still asleep. I just let him sleep, and he was like, you know, you could at least just lay by me. I'm not on that. We know what laying up means. We know what laying down means. That was the key word. We all know the key word. And I didn't want to do that today. I mean, I could have said I didn't want to do it today, but it was just like, we laying in the bed. Like, nigga, we laying in the bed. But he basically was like, he just wanted me to be with, like, be beside him. And I was on my phone and you sleep. And y'all, I was there for a couple hours. Which that was not the good part. Oh my God, my heart is pumping on my ass. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Up and we're kind of getting into it because he was like, man, you still in the you still in the same fucking seat as when I just got home or as when I just got up. He was like, you know, you could have just laid down with me. And I said I didn't want to lay down because I know how he is. And I know how he is anyway. We are very sexually connected to each other. I know, and I wanted to stop that. Even though I could have said no, but it's just like, if I'm not laying in the bed with you, it's not like I have an attitude, but I kind of did because you did not greet me when you got, well, I got in your house before you, but I mean, let's be honest, I would go to his house all the time, and before he got off of work, I would always clean his room up, make sure it smelled good, you know, open myself up in his room. So for you to just like, I know it's your house, but greet me, and I shouldn't tell a dude to greet me in his own house. It's his own room door. I'm sitting there, I'm pissed off, I'm texting my friend like, I'm over this shit, and I'm stuck up. So I really didn't say nothing, but I usually say stuff, but when I start talking, I start crying. So I didn't say anything, and I just let it happen. So he comes back in the room, he's sitting in his chair while I'm sitting on the edge of the bed on my phone watching videos. He is playing the game. He does not say nothing to me. We don't say nothing to each other. Remind you, I was there, I went there at 3 and I left there at 7 or 6. So I was there for a couple hours, at least about 3 hours without talking to him. Oh, I made up in my mind. I said when it turns 7 or 6:30, I'm out of this bitch. And I'm not telling him I'm leaving. I'm just gonna walk out this bitch. Because it's just like, I'm just not nagging about anything. My heart hurt. What actually happened. So, 6:30 come. I take my phone off the charger. I was already preparing myself. I walked out the room. I left the house. He said, don't text my phone. I said, you could have said that shit when I was at your house. I was right in your face. And you ain't say shit. 2 days, y'all. It was just so much that went on that could have been discussed, because all you could have asked was what's wrong with you, rather than why you not laying up with me. And I'm telling y'all now, laying up is not dating. Laying up is not a date. Laying up, that ain't it. I'm telling you now, because when it starts to become a thing, it's a permanent thing. It's a thing that y'all do all the time, especially when a person don't have a car. They, you know, we both ain't got shit. So that's probably the move. That's the move. That's not it. And I wasn't feeling it that day. So that's why all that stuff happened. I was so mad. I was hurt. I was disgusted. Like, I don't know. I really don't know, y'all. I really don't know. I was very disgusted by how we was treating each other, because, like, let's be serious. What she saying? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to see something. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm a different type of person. And I mean, I don't want him to kiss my ass, because that wasn't part of the plan. But I specifically told him before all of this happened, greet me when I come to your house. I'm coming to your house. I'm coming to your crib in your room for 8 hours. Greet me. Hey, girlfriend. What you doing, girlfriend? How was your day? I mean, I just wanted it to come from him. You see what I'm saying? I wanted to come from him. Like, fuck everybody else. Like, I'm in your house, I'm in your room, I'm sitting in my chair, because it's still my chair to this day of 2023. That's still my chair. But as I was saying before, was I just didn't, that was just so uncool of us to not talk, for me to just walk home. I think I walked home and I was crying too, because I'm like, fuck this shit. Like, it's always something with us. Like, it's always something with us. Like, we always fucking argue with each other, and we stop talking, and then we don't share locations, and then we change screensavers. It's like, How old are we? Child of a kid. I mean, I understand that, but like, you know, when you keep explaining yourself to a person and you don't see no change, it's best for you to leave before it get jiggy, cause he got jiggy. It's the story time of how I gave him the silent treatment. And this is not the first story time I gave him silent treatment. I gave him the silent treatment multiple times. The first time, we was not together. We was not together. We was together this time. We was officially together. So, I gave him the silent treatment, and I kind of suffered. I definitely suffered. I suffered. I hope y'all like this story time. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, turn on post notifications to get more videos like this. And I love you all. And y'all have a beautiful day.